Hey y'all, so as promised, now I'm posting a video. Usually I go live, and I may also go live a little later on Facebook to answer any questions that those that may have questions in regarding this corona outbreak and the pandemic that's going on. But I did a live last week on Facebook, so I kind of wanted to update because I promised that I would go live weekly with any questions, concerns, and just so we could talk about it because everybody's locked in the house. A lot of people are scared to talk about it. Some medical professionals are remaining quiet while others are just dabbling because we are kind of unsure. Again, I'm not an expert, but I could offer a little bit of knowledge that I do have. It takes a village. And if we, as medical professionals, registered nurses, licensed practical nurses, nurse practitioners, MDs, are not educating people or are not speaking out about it, how will people learn? And if you don't know better, you can't do better. So, with that being said, some of the updates that I've noticed this week. Since the outbreak. Well, the outbreak has been going on since December, but you get it. So we are now at a stay-at-home status as of 5 p.m. in Illinois. This means unless you have pertinent business after 5 p.m., you should not be leisurely in these streets. I think this is a trial basis before they begin to use force. They're going to see how many people comply, and I already see the videos or whatever here that people are getting together with family or whatever that's not complying, is not taking it serious, and so on and so forth. And these are medical professionals. So you are the ones that's really exposed on a daily. So when you kick it with your family, well, your friends, if they wouldn't ordinarily be exposed, they are risking it all with you. So I guess those that kick it together don't mind dying together. I love a lot of y'all, but I don't think I'm ready to go. So with that being said, those that are included that are out past 5 p.m. would be the doctors, nurses, EMTs, police, firemen, etc. But however, from my understanding, you guys that needs to go grocery shopping and do all the essentials should be done before 5 p.m. So right now they are saying that it is really up to the police departments whether they want to offer tickets and citations at this point. But I am sure with the economy down and everybody out of work and these cities, subdivisions, villages, counties, and etc. will be greedy. So you are trying your luck if you're not complying with the government. However, we can walk by faith, and I am walking by faith daily. I don't walk by faith all my life because I done took a lot of hits and a lot of losses. However, it is in the word that you should honor thy government. So, with that being said, the reason the government has put this in place is so they can decrease traffic. If you guys are not running the streets, then your germs are confined to your own home, which means you can cut down on cleaning material. If nobody's going out, nobody's being exposed, still clean your home. Some of us cleaned our home regardless before all this outbreak happened. However, if your kids are in the house and only one person must go out and work, guess what? You don't have to clean as hard versus everybody going out being hard-headed. So with that being said, the bleaching supplies and sanitizers can be cut down to a minimum. So those that must go out, such as your grocery store workers, your doctors, your nurses, or whatever, can have these supplies because they are forced to deal with it, forced to risk it all to take care of those that are in the house right now. So if you stay in and comply and do what you have to do, then those that need it, when they need it, will have it. Um, Secondly, I noticed that, okay, so let's address the school closures. So I'm thinking that with the increases of cases, our babies may be out of school this quarter in until summer, probably not going back to school till fall. The reality has hit me that proms may be canceled, certificates or diplomas may be mailed out. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do this, but I'm sure I'm pretty knowledgeable and I can see where this is going. I don't think our babies will be returning to school. So I just posted on my page earlier a few tutors that are willing to tutor virtually on the computer, iPads, those educators that's able to give the kids 30 minutes to an hour to tutor weekly and charge a small fee. That would be awesome. They could have class assignments and work and get instructions in the comfort of their own home. We owe that to our kids. Um, Tests are still limited for corona. Only a few testing centers are set up, but they do not have as much supply and demand as needed to treat this pandemic. As far as doctors and physicians' appointments, most physicians are canceling physical appointments, but if you are Medicaid and private pay insurance, you are eligible for telehealth, at which time you could talk to a physician, triage like you would normally do if you're calling the emergency room, or you can even do a video chat with the physician. A lot of our physicians are exposed going from hospital to hospital, seeing different clients. So what they are doing is we video call them if we have a question or whatever. But again, nurses, nurse practitioners, everybody are front line for these physicians. We are the eyes and the ears, just like CNA, certified nurses assistants, are our eyes and ears for things that we may not be able to see because we're doing other things. So nurses, we have to step up our game. I only know good nurses. So with that being said, we rock. we are vetted. We are vested. So anyway, it's two experimental drugs that they are testing, which are chloroquine, which is used in malaria, as well as remdesivir. It was used for Ebola. So they are testing these drugs, and they are getting some type of improvement in the corona victims using these drugs. But this is not a definite. They are experimenting. Everything is experimental right now. So I'm trying to talk fast because I don't want this video to last forever. What can we do as citizens to prevent the spread of corona? First of all, you can stop wearing the mask from store to store, because once oral humidity or nasal humidity hits your mask, it is no longer effective. Once you sneeze or cough, the mask barrier has been broken, so it's really not blocking anything from entering that mask. And you guys, it's open on the side, it's not fitted properly on the nose. That's why special kind of masks are essential to prevent the spread of the infection. Gloves. I've seen so many people, so many gloves laying in parking lots, laying in the streets, whatever. Most people that wear those gloves wear it from place to place, store to store, touching your steering wheel, your car seat buckle, door handle, everything. And even if you take it off before you enter the car, you've probably touched all your grocery with the glove, the handle of the shopping cart, your debit card, the register to put in your pen, the signing pen at the register, and by the time you take those gloves off, that virus or bacteria has set on those gloves, which you cannot wash or sanitize because it breaks the barrier. So with that being said, if it sits on the gloves, then germs travel. So while the germs are sitting there on your nice, dirty brown tip finger gloves, then the germs are traveling to your clothes, your sleeve. You probably done touched your ear, your face, your cell phone, your little makeup compact, all that. So the gloves are more harmful than just touching whatever and washing your hands. At least you're conscious about washing your hands. Gloves give a false sense of security. Stop it. As well as, the more you use the gloves, the less gloves we have to treat people. When some of us ain't gonna be in no isolation room without gloves and masks, because everybody walking around the street still catching corona because they don't know the purpose of the gloves. Okay. So that's that. That's what you can do as citizens, as well as stay in the house. It's not that they're trying to boss you around. The purpose of you staying in the house is because you're going to use less material, risk chancing it. The risk of getting it is decreased because you're staying in the house being compliant. Only those that need to be out in these streets risking their lives to catch this disease or this virus are in need of the isolation equipment, the gloves, the masks, the cleaners, because we have to clean our cars on a daily just to get to and from work. So please be mindful and please be compliant. Nobody's trying to tell you what to do. Nobody's telling you can't kick it. We just all trying to stay alive. And unfortunately, some of us will pay because some of us don't listen. What else can citizens do? We could donate time, we can donate knowledge, we can encourage each other, we can be positive about these videos. We're going to get pics, videos, lives, and things because people are bored. That's okay as long as y'all stay in the house. I'll look at y'all videos all day. Sit your ass down, excuse my cussing. Stay in the house and I will look at your videos. I'm enjoying the videos. We're going to create ways to get in touch and tune with our families. Also, for the children that's at home, we can kind of structure activities. I know with my kids, I'm going to start going over emergency provisions. I'm going to call my oldest child and go over emergency provisions just in case I have to be quarantined. Right now, I'm fine. Everything is good. But we need an emergency planning for this quarantine process just in case I have to stay in my room, can't breathe on nobody or whatever. My kids need to be prepared. So that may be something that you want to do with your own families. Prepare a plan just in case you have to be quarantined and your life has to go on as normal without you being the head of the household. Another thing we could do for our children is structure their day. Like with my kids, I've been going over a schedule. I have literally taken cell phones to work with me because the kids are too comfortable. It's not break time. It is not break time. It's time for everybody to join together and help out because in my household, I am the sole breadwinner. So on the days that I work, I expect my kids to get up by 8 o'clock, bathe, fix them some breakfast, a meal. Fix them some breakfast, do homework from 10 to 1, do chores from 1 to 4, and then after 4 o'clock is your time. As long as you do what you have had to do all day and you have been responsible. My oldest girl is an excellent cook. My youngest baby is a good cook because I've raised them in the kitchen. So on the days that I work, I want her to meal plan and plan dinner, plan meals to take some of the bulk off of me because I'm running around. Our patients can't be seen by their families. We're doing 5 million tests. Now the doctors are not coming in as frequently. So when I get home, I'm ready to hit the couch. So when I do get home, I take my shoes off in the car, strip down at the back door, and put my clothes in a bag and head straight upstairs. And freshen up before I deal with my family, which is also a wind down time because sometimes we could be stressed from the course of our day. Um, Nurses, I've seen some beautiful pictures of you guys all masked up with your gloves and your isolation gowns and your hair out. As African Americans, black people, whatever you woke people want to call it, you know we don't wash our hair every day. So if you're going in a quarantine room with these people on isolation and you got all that mask on, all them gloves, gowns, and that face shield on, and your beautiful traces out, then guess what? All that bacteria, airborne droplets is in your hair. So please, 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 please cover your hair because when you come home, wash in hot water and soap and lay back on your couch, you still got them germs in your head and they laying on your pillow. Y'all having pillow talk at night with them same germs in your head. So if you could do that for me, that would be great. Um, Give people personal space. Give me 3 feet. Don't get offended. You know, people get offended when I talk. I don't know why. And I don't be necessarily meaning nothing by it. But if we out, you see me, give me 3 feet, give me 6 feet. It's nothing personal. We all just trying to stay alive in this day and time. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I ain't paranoid. Yes, I believe in God and I walk by faith. That's why He gives us a spirit of discretion and discernment and to know what we have to do when needed and when people are giving us instructions. We are the most intelligent, supposed to be, animal on this earth, and yet and still we still ignore things that's being told to us, which is ridiculous. Why did He give us intelligence if we don't use it? So that about covers my spiel for this week. Are you guys maintaining your diets? What are you doing differently? Leave a comment below on my Facebook page on this video and let me know kind of what you're doing differently in your life, how your life has changed. I've been doing a lot of online shopping. I still go in the stores, yet I have been doing a lot of online shopping as well. I'm trying to change my ways. I order from Whole Foods one day. Some organics from Whole Foods. I ordered my regular groceries this morning. Um, I've also been mindful, like if I see these cashier, excuse me, when I'm out, if I see the cashiers or the store workers, the clerks and whatever, um, using gloves unnecessarily, I've taken on the responsibility, which may be petty. Yes, I'm snitching, and I ain't scared of getting no stitches, cause I wish I would. So anyway, but I'm not the baddest chick, but I'm pretty bad. So anyway, so I've been making a conscious effort to call corporates to let them know how that affects the spread of the virus. Wearing them gloves and stuff, you're passing it from people to people because y'all wearing them gloves for an hour, breaking out your hands, which gloves, if you wear them for too long, your hands get irritated. You open yourself up because you're scratching your hands because your hands sweating. It's a whole mess. Take them gloves off, wash your hands, use sanitizer. If you don't have sanitizer, put some type of astringent on a sponge at your register and do your fingertips like they do the fingertips on the sponge to open the bag. Remove the mask and the gloves, wash, give people space in their air bubble, and we should be okay. And by all means, stay in the house. You guys are meeting with your families, healthcare workers meeting with their families, and y'all exposed all day. The healthcare workers exposed all day. So you taking it back to everybody in the household, each one of your friends or whatever. You see the family that 4 or 5 of them died because they was at a family gathering. What are we doing, people? Let's think smart, not hard. Anyway, I will probably go live with any questions. You could post any questions under this video, and I will try to answer any questions that you may have. By all means, I make this disclosure. I am not an expert, but I do know a little bit. And if you tired of seeing my mouth or hearing my mouth or seeing my videos or seeing my selfies, you can excuse yourself and unfollow, because this is a very stressful time, and I think that we all need to be helping each other. If we got a little knowledge, then spit it. If you got some services, then give them. If you got some love, then spread it. And that's what we all need to do, instead of being so smart mouth, so slick mouth, being crabs in a barrel. Now is the time to gather together and let the village do what the village do, which is survive this, and let's make it through. Until the next video, I love you guys. Take care and be safe. Stay in the house so we can take that curve down. Let's decrease the chances. Amen. Amen. Talk to you later. Mwah. So we're gonna call this cocktails and Corona combo with Tara. Bye bye.